Yo, you looking for the latest in the comic book game? Colin Drew got the knowledge, remember the name. Almost 1,000 episodes, yeah, they put in the time. Dropping previews, reviews, interviews, so prime. From the classics to the fresh new heat, they break it all down, got the fans on their feet. Talking key issues, big trades, new stacks. If you're a comic book fiend, they got your back. Comics for fun and profit, let's go! Dropping mad knowledge on the comic book flow. From the golden age gems to the latest hot picks, Colin Drew got the tricks for your weekly fix. Wanna stack up your books, make that money flip, or just read cause you love it, they got all the tips. Talking indie, Marvel, DC too, every pull list game, they run it for you. Collectors, creators, investors unite, they keep you informed so you're always tight. From the con floor scoop to the variant chase, C4 fat keeps you laced with the latest and greats. Whether you're bagging and boarding or reading at night, Colin Drew keep the content tight. Press play, tune in, get lost in the hype. This the comic book podcast that's doing it right. Comics for fun and profit, let's go! Dropping mad knowledge on the comic book flow. From the golden age gems to the latest hot picks, Colin Drew got the tricks for your weekly fix. So hit that subscribe, don't miss the show. Whether you're new or a vet, let the knowledge grow. For the passion, for the fun, for the profit too. Hey yo, Colin Drew, this one's for you.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Colin Drew. Your sneak peek at next week, episode number 970, for comics originally releasing March the 26th, 2025. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shop this coming Wednesday. Drew, you didn't give me episode 969, but what do you got for me for 970?
Yeah, Jason got that one. I doubt he did any. He probably didn't lean into it.
Didn't give a nice to
He
start us off.
He might have given an aloha on that one. Who knows? We'll have to tune in. But yeah, we've got a new DC Connect, some new DC goodness for.
First, I want to rake you over the coals for just a second. Daredevil's been very good. Episode 4 is out.
Oh yeah.
A few different things, maybe even tangentially leading to this Young Avengers that I've been so engrossed in, and we got some really good dialogue with some a little Punisher appearance. So like, it's been fun. I've been very much enjoying it.
That's good. That's good. I am not. I still haven't finished the WandaVision sequel, Agatha.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is terrible. And I'm just making myself like every once in a while, just like, can I watch half an episode? And then I'm like the new season of Severance. Like I loved the first season of Severance. It was fantastic. This new set, I'm like 4 episodes into this new season, and it's awful, just awful. And I'm like,
but we keep coming back.
What happened? And I'm sure it'll pick up, but these things are slogs, and these things are solo slogs because my wife hates both of those shows and won't watch them. And
so the continuing justification is becoming more and more difficult.
It's really tough to squeeze it in. I tried to talk her into watching Wicked, but nope, no dice.
Really?
Yeah. She said that's gay.
I was just about to say,
yeah,
you were gay.
I'm like, wow. Oh, very
tolerant of you, wife.
Very, very tolerant of you, dear. So she wouldn't watch the musical with me. So I'll have to find some time for that on my own. It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
Yeah, sometimes life can be tough, my friend. I apologize.
And then Clone Wars, I'm really itching to watch that.
I hate your guts.
I am.
Yeah.
I've watched like 4 or 5 of them.
All right. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. A for effort.
Yeah. There's only 78 more?
Yeah. Almost there.
I'm almost there.
Speaking of good times had by all, let's send it over to our good friends at Comics CBSI, the comicbookinvest.com. Well, let's look at their hot 10.
I went out of order again.
It's all good. That's why I'm here to redirect. It's like when I had pigs
time.
in 4-H. You got to just kind of give them a little tap with the cane. If they're going too far to the right, you tap them and move them back to the left. It's the same thing with you, Drew.
Yeah.
I just don't give you the sugar cube at the end of the day.
No sugar cubes for me.
That's right, absolutely. We can't take the sugar. And our number one item, Drew. I love this book. I thought this looked awesome, and I did not know there was an Adam Hughes 1 in 25, or else that would have been my pick of the week. But I'm still taking credit for how awesome I was at this. The Last Boy, number 1, the 1 in 25, written by our boy Dan Panosian. Like I said, this is an Adam Hughes cover. Admittedly, we are Adam Hughes fans and do really like this cover. And it doesn't hurt that this book is also written by Dan Panosian, another favorite. But we swear that isn't why it made it number 1. The fact is that this new 1 in 25 incentive is already selling for an average of $72 this week, won over 30 sales. This even had a high sale of $140, and the book has only been out a couple of days. This far surpassed expectations, and I am curious to see what happens in the weeks ahead. Remember I talked about this whole...
Yeah, I mean, I read the solicit and was looking at it and I was like, I don't know, a Peter Pan thing.
Yeah, no, not quite Peter Panzerfaust, but something else interesting and fun.
Yeah, grown up Peter and what's the girl's name? Wendy. Yeah. And they're middle-aged and trying to recapture their adventures. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I guess absolutely. I could pick it up if I hear it's really good. I might.
I mean, you're hearing it here right now. People saying
I'm hearing that the big boobed girl on the cover is very enticing to.
You had me at hello, sir. You had me at hello.
I'm not hearing that the book is good.
At number 2, we have Spectacular Spider-Man 15. The rumor mill for Spider-Man 4 is spinning this week as a simple potential tidbit regarding the film, looking to cast a female as the villain, as speculation running rampant. The early favorite is that the new villain could be Adriano Soria, better known as the Spider Queen. Her first appearance was a dollar bin book, but those cheap copies quickly got cleared, as we've seen averages now $8 with highs of $16 on over 50 sales. Drew, again, that's a decent jump from dollar bin fodder in just a few days.
Why couldn't it be Black Cat? Why couldn't it be somebody like
don't know that Black Cat can be a main villain in anything.
Really?
Correct.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, her, biggest goal is robbery.
Yeah, all right.
We shall see. At rank 3, we have Sister Imperator, number 1. This Dark Horse book, we've talked about it a few times, dropping one spot from last week, but still selling very strong. This surprise hit is not only maintaining its strong sales volume with another more than 70 sales this week, but prices are increasing. Average sales are up 29% to about $15, as the high is up to $29. Guess this ghost band is pretty popular. Admittedly, I gave them a listen on Pandora to try it out, and it's just not for me, but to each their own. I don't mind ghosts. They're not my thing either, but I can enjoy them, and I think I got a song of theirs in my Spotify.
Okay.
Playlist. At rank 4, Amazing Spider-Man 194. Drew, I was kind of cutting you off with this lead, but here is exactly what I was talking about. Back on the list is a stretch. It seems many are still banking on Black Cat appearing in the next Spidey film. Some folks are taking the angle that she could be Peter's new love interest, while others think she may be the mystery female villain that we're looking to cast. Either way, volumes are up slightly at 15%, with a couple dozen sales this week, but more impressively, average raw sales are up $65 to $230, very close to last week's high of $261. Speaking of which, the raw high is also up 72% at $450.
Wow. So yeah, more people clamor. I think these people are more right.
You think it's going to be Black Cat?
I think she could be. I mean, couldn't Catwoman be the foil for a Batman movie?
Sydney Sweeney.
There you go. You get your wish.
No, Catwoman could not be the foil. She could be a foil, but she can't carry the main villainy.
Well, I guess. Depends on how high the stakes are. The stakes aren't very high.
How high are the stakes of sometimes I steal things?
Well, I mean, what if it's like an Ocean's 11 type thing where there's really inventive heists and Spider-Man has to save the day? I don't know. It could be fun.
Could be a good time. Could be a good time. At rank 5, Invincible #1. Invincible Season 3 is an undeniable hit with fans. Half a dozen sales, CGC 9.8s and 9.6s are both up $1,000 in price. A CGC 9.8 selling for $5,000 this week. It is an CGC 90.6 selling for $2,650.
Wow, $5,000. Dang.
Jeez. Yeah.
Now, do you watch how many seasons of this have you seen?
This is season 3. I stopped at season 1. Did not watch 2, but I'm going to because I actually really like it. I just
100%. Same. I really enjoyed the first season and never watched 2.
There we go. At rank 6, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man #1, second print, 1 in 25 animation variant. Speaking of not many sales but huge price, we were shocked to see that the second print 1 in 25 incident variant has hit these prices in just a few days. Only a half dozen sales, but averaging $178 with a high of $225. Could not ignore this book this week. If there was more volume, this would probably have been the #1 seed, but the price alone warranted at least consideration in the number 6 spot on the list.
Very cool.
Yeah. At rank 7, Amazing Spider-Man 265, female villain rumored for Spidey 4, basically puts any member of the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery with a Y chromosome in play. As such, the next big name in the group worthy of consideration as a potential foe is Silver Sable. As such, her first appearance is now up 285% in volume and over 25 sales, and prices are up to $25.
Yeah.
CGC 9.8 going for $230.
And weren't there a bunch of like females villains in that last Zeb Wells run? Tombstone's daughter was a super villain, and there were a couple others I thought that were in there. Madam Mask, maybe. A couple others that were like vying for the different gang. Oh, it was Gang War. It was the Gang War storyline. And so there are plenty to choose from that if it's a newer storyline that they're going after, and those are probably still affordable too.
I think you have to go with a staple villain and not some kind of tangential thing.
Well, then who the heck is Spider Queen?
She's the queen of the spiders, Joe.
Did you know who Spider Queen was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you? I had no idea. No idea. Not a clue.
At rank 8, we have White Tiger #1. David Mack on the cover on this one. Tamora Pierce and Timothy Lieb on writing. Would have guessed that Angela Del Toro's first appearance would have been more heat this week following the tease in this week's episode of Daredevil. But it seems folks are instead opting for her first solo series. With over 20 volumes sold this week, the prices are up about $20 for Raw. CGC 9.8 is going for $275. It's also worth noting that the set of this mini-series are selling for about $30 to $40 Raw for the set.
9/8 at $275, $20 for Raw. Got to pick up some of them Raws.
Absolutely. If you can find them, snag them up.
Yeah.
And this is what I was talking about with the Young Avengers tie-in.
White Tiger might be one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we saw the current White Tiger no longer able to fill his mantle, and therefore he had a niece.
Oh, okay.
And that niece made and there's been a couple little maybe names dropped that are also versions of Young Avengers that might, we heard Officer Morales, which could be Miles Morales, his father, and
Oh yeah.
There's some touchstones that might end up doing something, so we shall see.
I mean, we've got enough for 2 Young Avengers casts at this point.
Yeah, we got a ton.
I mean, it's too big.
We can have a West Coast and an East Coast, yeah.
I guess, yeah. Well, they need to hurry up and I guess when would they do it? Would they wedge it in before Secret Wars? Or would
I don't know. Also, Daredevil said the word Skrulls.
Yeah. We don't need any more Skrulls. We've mined that territory, I would think.
Have we?
Yeah, it was Captain Marvel was all Skrulls, right?
Mm-hmm. We had a bunch of Skrulls, but I think we can do more with Skrull. I think we're going to end up doing more with Skrulls.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Who News, Outrank 9, Invincible returns number 1. Holding on to a spot this week despite a drop in ranking, we have the Prelude to the Veltrum War in this one shot. 20 sales this week, $45, with a high sale of 75. And Invincible 71, following the Prelude, we have the first part in the Veltrum War next on the list. 20 sales, $16 for all, CGC 9.8 is going for 160.
It's Viltrumite, Kyle. Viltrumite.
Could not care less.
Now, you should know it if you're going to repeat it. Dang it. Write that down. Write a little pronunciation guide so our listeners don't have to.
Well, I don't know that you're correct. I know that that's what you said in a weird and condescending way.
That's true. Well, no, I think didn't they say it in the first season?
They did.
They probably did.
Yes.
I'm probably right. I mean,
and notable sales. We have DuckTales, number 1, the San Diego Comic-Con version. Always look out for the issues as a big DuckTales fan. But I'm always surprised at how well this one sells. A raw copy sold for $820. The last one sold for $800 in May of 2024.
Oh,
now, it's
you know
not much of an increase, but the notable part is that these are the only 2 sales in the past year for this book.
Yeah, that's because of the Nintendo cover, right?
Yes. My favorite staple of DuckTales is the video game, and this is a perfect ape of that. And the other notable sales, Amazing Spider-Man 15. Maybe I'm not the only one who thinks the Craven movie wasn't all that bad. It seems someone spent $8,795 on the CGC 9.2 this week, which is a huge bounce back from the $5,520 in January. Side note, not saying Craven was a good movie, but not the worst thing in the world, and about as much as you can expect from a C-list villain getting their own 90s style action flick. Was never meant to contend for an Oscar, but good times had by all.
Yeah, I've not seen that one.
Yeah. All right, Drew, you and I talked a minute ago. You tried to jump the shark. You're super excited about our good DC Connect book, which is April 4 June. So I'm not going to keep you waiting in the wings any longer, Drew. I'm going to jump in. We have Justice League versus Godzilla. We have Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2.
Okay.
Which is a dumb thing to lead with, but who cares? Because that's not what we're actually leading with. We're leading with Batman 161.
Yeah, all right.
Batman's battle with Hush takes a dark turn when Damian and Bane team up.
Here's what I heard, and interrupt me if I've had this soapbox already.
Okay.
But I hear that this Hush 2 is taking place within Batman is just half of the story. And the second half of the story is going to be next year in 26, and it'll be a miniseries. So it'll be like 6 issues now and 6 issues next year to do the whole story. But 6 of them now are within Batman, running in the Batman series, and the next 6 are going to just be a standalone miniseries. Is that not the dumbest thing? If true, is
I
that
hate
not
every
the dumbest
single
thing?
aspect of that story and that plan and that everything? Yeah, that is so stupid.
Put it all out at once, and if you want to stick it in Batman, fine. Okay, you ran into a hiccup and you're behind, and you got another storyline.
Somebody clip that and make it a little audio thing for us.
Which thing?
If you want to stick it in Batman.
But if you can't get it done until 2026, that's fine. But then you got to put it back in Batman to finish, because that's what you did. That's what you started. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You can't be in the series and also a mini series for one story. That is super dumb. It makes no sense. And if that's the truth, I'm going to rail again when we find out legitimately if that's what's happening.
This has been Drew's Soapbox.
Yes.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, there'll be another.
What's even worse is Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2, number 1. We got this crap again.
Yeah, I mean, was it well received? I don't know. Must have been. Must have sold well enough.
Must be cool enough. And I mean, I like Dan Mora, so I'll let him keep doing covers.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're not coming for the Buccellato and Christian Deuce art?
Nope.
Looks okay.
Not too bad. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Superman Unlimited #2 in slot we trust. And Drew, I'm all in.
Are you all in?
Yeah. We were not in with Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. We were all in with Batman 161. We're back to all in with Superman Unlimited 2.
Very nice. Superman Unlimited. So yeah, okay. I think I already committed to reading the first one just because I like Justice League Unlimited. So if it's like as good as that, maybe.
All right. Superman 27, Wonder Woman 22.
What is Wonder Woman holding up? A mouse man?
Yeah, it looks like a mouse dude. The maniacal mouse man debuts, looking to prove himself against the Amazonian princess.
Okay.
Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman #1, back by popular demand and now with her own miniseries, Trinity. It all begins when the daughter of Wonder Woman embarks on her most dangerous adventure yet, to enter the timeline to find her father. As the young hero knows, messing with the time has its consequences, but that doesn't mean she learned her lesson the first time. Things are about to get rough, and the Super Sons have gone to the dogs. Prepare for a crisis of infinite corgis. Oh, God, that sounds so stupid.
That does. And it's Tom King. What are you doing, Tom? What are you doing? I mean, I don't know. Who asked for this?
This looks as stupid in all ages as I thought it would.
Yeah.
Absolute Batman 9. Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta. An all-new arc starts now. Bane comes to wreck Arkham.
Oh, Arkham. I got you. Okay. Arkham. I get it. Oh. Okay, that's cool.
Absolute Superman #8, all in. The second arc of Absolute Superman begins here as well. The next big arc of this red-hot series begins here as Superman finds himself caught between the opposing forces of the nefarious Lazarus Corps and the mysterious Omega Men.
Okay, that can't be the next big arc because it's #8. So
I'm sure we had 6, and then we dawdled and did nothing, and now we're in for 8.
Okay. So it was like a one-off. All right.
Yeah. Absolute Wonder Woman 9, Kelly Thompson. Can Diana escape the maze? Absolute Flash 4, Jeff Lemire.
I have this sitting on my stand, and the first issue of Absolute Flash, and it just looks bad. I don't even want to read it.
What about Absolute Martian Manhunter #4?
No, I haven't read that one. Might.
Our girl Marguerite Sauvage on the 1 in 50 variant, so that's cool. Absolute Green Lantern 3, Al Ewing.
I don't know if I'll read that either.
Supergirl 2 by Sophie Campbell with an Art Germ variant. Love that one. Detective 1098.
Now this,
I can get behind.
Yes.
A team up, most foul. Batman and the Penguin have found themselves unlikely allies in a mission that has taken them out of Gotham and into an entirely unexpected new location. But even with their powers combined, will they be able to unravel the sinister schemes of a literal bloodthirsty immortal clothed?
This is better than any of the other Bat books.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best Batman I've read in a while, and I look forward to this one. This is a top of the stacker.
Now you're just a Tom Taylor fanboy, and none of this is real.
I mean, I follow him from thing to thing, but I'm telling you, he's really crushing it on Detective, and it was a desert we had to get through of shoddy creator and creative teams on Detective for the longest time. And so I am it is refreshing to have a really good detective run going on right now, and
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
enjoying the heck out of it.
Justice League Unlimited 8, Justice League Atom Project 6, New History of the DCU #1, $6, 48 pages, one of a 4-issue series with a $7 variant. Mark Waid on this one. In celebration of 90 years of DC, superfan and writer Mark Waid turns back time to the very beginning of the DC universe with a 4-issue miniseries drawn by some of DC's greatest artists and told by the newest chronicler of time, Barry Allen, The Flash. In our debut issue, Barry takes us from the very birth of DC Universe to the rise of Justice Society. The golden age of heroes begins here.
Huh. You think it's be any good?
Nope. Aquaman 6, all in. Big Blue Battle Royale. New Gods 7, Worlds Collide. Action Comics 1087, Mark Waid, Skylar Patridge. Superboy returns with creators Mark Waid and Skylar Patridge. Harley Quinn 22, Elliot Kalan, all in peril, proliferates as portable phone power. Partherian proposes potential peril at the porch of Miss Grimald.
We just didn't stick the landing with the P's, did they?
Well, what is that word? Paraphernalia. Jesus.
Is that how you
I'm an
spell
idiot.
paraphernalia?
I know. I've never looked at the word before in my life.
I don't know that that's
We
even
didn't do
right.
enough drugs.
Paraphernalia. Or is it a different type of... Nope, that's how you spell paraphernalia. Miscellaneous articles.
Who knew? Who knew?
Well, most people probably, but not us. Not us two doofuses.
Poison Ivy 34, G. Willow Wilson. Catwoman 77, Doran Grongbeck writing that one. Some really good looking show covers, and one by Nubovich. Nightwing 127, Dan Waters, Dexter Soy. The old Titans Tower locked down. When the former Titans Tower is taken over by something monstrous, Nightwing is forced to partner with his enemies at Spheric Solutions to save the trapped inside. But what is this terrible thing that has come to Bloodhaven, and why does it seem to be after Nightwing himself?
Okay.
Flash 22, Cy Spurrier. Green Arrow 25, Chris Condon. That's a heck of a cover. I like that.
The
Star
Green
City,
Arrow?
the Lights of the Crimson. Yeah, with a homie with an arrow in his chest. Green Lantern 24, Jeremy Adams and Germanico on that one. Green Lantern Corps 5. That's a weird looking cover. Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton, written by Ryan North with Mike Norton on art and a dope Dustin Len variant cover.
That's a great Jai Lee.
Yeah.
Now, I would have dismissed this out of hand, but it's Ryan North who is crushing it over on Fantastic Four and crushed it with Squirrel Girl. So I am going to read this because of Ryan Norton and Mike Norton. We loved him from Revival, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. There will come a day when Crypto stands beside Superman, helping him fight off monsters, aliens, and supervillains. A day when this dog will save his adoptive world thanks to the incredible powers granted to him by Earth's strange yellow sun. But he's not there yet. Today, Crypto is a normal puppy on Krypton, spending each day snoozy and happy. Endless days alongside his family, Jarell, Laura, and baby Kal-El. But when a rocket test goes wrong, Crypto finds himself lost in space and soon crash landing along an all strange alien world called Earth.
Yeah, I mean, Jai Lee cover, Mike Norton on art, Ryan North doing the writing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I want to read Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton. That's weird, but I do.
I don't think that's too crazy.
Yeah. It got me with the creative team.
Yeah, Secret Six 4, the Secret Six Snafu. I'm sorry, I had to give my youngest son a little bit more time on the internet because it hit time for his stuff to turn off, and he would like some more time. So I apologize. That's what I'm screwing around with right now. All right.
So they shuts off at 10?
Yeah, on the weekends at 10, during the week 9 o'clock. And he's been a good boy and cleaned his room, so I'll give him a little extra time. Even though I am potting and he's supposed to go to bed. But oh well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, Mr. Terrific, Year 1, Number 2, Batman, Superman, World's Finest 40, another Dan Mora cover. Batgirl 8, Batgirl continues to uncover her mother's untold story in part 2 of the Book of Shiva.
How does Dan Mora, does he not sleep?
He just churns.
Just churns it out. And it's not hack stuff. It's all good. Amazing.
All right, JSA 8, Jeff Lemire. You reading that? You sometimes like Lemire.
I'm out of Lemire. I'm not feeling him anyway. He is too much stuff that was just mediocre, so I'm on pause on Lemire.
Gotcha. Titans 24, John Layman. Batman or Robin. I'm sorry. Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, number 1. Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen return to spotlight the early days of a very different dynamic duo with a very different dynamic. Oh, yeah. Now, this is the duo that was so bad that the general population voted to murder him, right?
Yes.
Okay. But
it was very close. It was very close. And the voting was very close. But what I don't understand is seems like a big book. And again, it's a Star Wars situation from when we were looking at the Marvel book. Why is it buried?
Yeah, this would be a lead in.
And it doesn't even say it's a miniseries.
I don't know if it's an ongoing. I don't know if it's a one-off.
It's not.
I think if you have this team, you have some reach with it.
It's definitely not a one-off, or they would say one-off, right? They wouldn't do that to you.
So.
Yeah. That's crazy. I want to see this. I want to read
this. Jeff Lemire and Raphael Albuquerque are teaming up on a pretty wicked little goth cover.
Oh yeah.
And I was thrown off by Robin and Batman, not Batman and Robin. So just
I was too.
Now we get to Batman and Robin 22, the Philip Kennedy Johnson demonic encounter book. Batman and Robin Year 1, Number 8, Mark Waid and Chris Samney. So Drew is another top of the stacker for you.
I'm going to read all these. I'm reading all these. I'm reading Batman and Robin. I'm reading Robin and Batman. I'm reading Year 1. All of them. Fire
and Ice When Hell Freezes Over 3. Zatanna 5. Jamal Campbell on that. Damn it, you stole my good word. The penultimate chapter of the Zatanna's story is here. Birds of Prey 22, Batman Dark Pattern 7, DC Pride 2025, written by Tim Sheridan, Viva Alaya, Josh Trujillo, Sam Maggs, Maya Houston, and Jude Ellison S. Doyle, with art by just as many people. A $10 88 page, all in. When a 100-year-old queer speakeasy turned bar turned restaurant and community space, that is all hyphenated. Everything I just said was one hyphenated word.
Yeah.
And Gotham announces that it will soon be closing its doors. Generations of patrons come to pay their respects, including Alan Scott, the Green Lantern. After all, this is the place where he and his first love, Johnny Ladd, long ago carved their names into the basement wall before it all went to hell, and a lost love is never lore forgotten.
So all these, so the Question's gay, Midnighter, Apollo.
I knew Midnighter was gay. Harley Quinn and
Harley Quinn's fluid, right?
Yeah, I think Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy have, they're just too hot to be straight.
Yeah. Connor Hawk, I didn't think I knew that. Blue Snowman, I don't know who that is. There's multiple gay Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Bunker, don't know who that is.
And here we have all of our other DC Pride covers. We got several for this month. JSA, Detective, Wonder Woman, Now we're into Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma #3.
Brother versus brother, which is what's going to happen on this
versus
podcast if you don't, learn to pronounce words better.
Born to die and repeat, Resurrection Man finds himself lost in an endless cycle of violence. Green Lantern Dark 5, DC versus Vampires World War V10, Matt Rosenberg and Cecil Castellucci.
And I called it. I said, I'll never make another one of those DC versus Vampires.
We are on number 5. Peacemaker presents the Vigilante Eagly double feature number 4.
Okay.
DC Cross Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Teen Titans Go 4. Batman 618 Facsimile Edition. This is, of course, our Hush storyline. Batman 619 Facsimile Edition. And now we're into some collected editions. Batman Ghosts, A Legend of the Dark Knight Halloween Special. Batman Madness, A Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween Special Facsimile. Batman #9 Facsimile. This is a $7 facsimile with Bill Finger, Bob Kane, the OG stuff from back in the day at the 10 Center. That is the reason facsimiles exist, not some of this other garbage.
Not for Hush reprints from 20 years ago.
And not for things like this next thing. Action Comics 775 facsimile, the first appearance of Manchester Black and the Elite.
What?
Nobody cares.
Who cares about that?
Adventure Comics 210 facsimile edition, the first appearance of Crypto the Super Dog.
That one I get.
That
one
cool.
I get. Yeah, he's going to be in the movie, so yeah, all right.
Celebrate a legend with these postcard variants by George Perez. So we get some George Perez covers on some things like Superman, Birds of Prey, Green Lantern, Aquaman. The more George Perez I can get, the better.
Those are great. Great classic covers.
Drew, how many times have you picked up Death of Superman in your lifetime?
Once.
Okay, I was going to say, I didn't know if you fell for that many times. I know I picked up a few in Diamond Quarter sales. I'd always buy them if they were poly-sealed sales.
Oh, you meant pick up. Okay, I thought you meant pick up and read it. I read it one time.
Gotcha. I'm just saying they're selling it to us again. Death of Superman, Absolute Edition, $125, $150 for the direct market, 424 pages, and it comes in a vault.
That is kind of cool.
This edition is housed within a resealable black poly bag marked with the Bleeding S and features a funeral box with replicas of the memorabilia included in the Superman 75 Memorial Edition, a remastered reproduction of the news time, the life and death of Superman, and new in-world artifacts from the event.
Looks like something signed.
Yeah.
By somebody. Very cool.
It says save for Lois. Love Chief.
Oh, okay.
Nubia, Too Real. We're into the collected editions and stuff, so I'm going to hand it over to my brother and take a sneeze.
Yeah, these look like all agey. Nubia, Too Real, and Teen Titans Robin.
I like seeing the Absolute Batman's first trade paperback of that issue 1 through 6.
Oh, that is nice. Yes. That's going to be a great trade. That will be a great trade. Other two, not so much. Of course, Absolute Superman might be better because you don't have to vacillate between Krypton and Earth stuff. Justice League Unlimited gets his first trade. That'll be fun. That'll be fun all collected in a row. I don't know. All Creature Commandos. Makes sense. Cartoons out. Some JLA. I like these packages. There's DC New Frontier. Still haven't finished that. Gotta finish that book. Classic Darwin Cook, man. Classic. Some Tom King omnibus. Which is how many? It's a lot. Those in the Elmer Fudd special, which is one of my favorites. Get the Batman Nightfall. Could have picked up this whole series in quarter bins, I think. Not so long ago. Batman Year 3 gets a deluxe edition. Brave and the Bold. All traded up. Justice League International, one of Drew's favorites from back in the day. Swamp Thing's Rick Veitch gets book 2. Red Hood Outlaws. Nice. Harley Quinn. Oh, she's got a streaming animated series. And Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League is also an animated.
Anime is so cool that even DC's doing it now, brother. What do you think of that?
There you go. DC does animation pretty good, what I hear. They no
but traditionally
slackers.
Western, and we're going anime, which is Eastern.
Oh, yes. Well played.
Mm-hmm. All right, Drew. I don't have our other top 10 and 20 here, unfortunately. So I'm going to slingshot you right over to our sneak peek at next week, which is where we like to hang our hat anyways. March 26th, 2025. Head on over to our good friends at Lunar Distribution and start where we love to start. Absolute Martian Manhunter #1.
That's why I haven't read it yet. It's not out yet. Maybe I will. And
definitely some trippy covers.
Yeah. You get the 6th Absolute Wonder Woman. You get some great covers of Batman 158.
Jenny Frison, the only person that make me care about International Women's Day. That is a gorgeous cover.
Yeah, looks good. Look at Tony S. Daniel got Batman dunking a basketball on the Criminals. Man, how many covers are we doing?
March Madness, baby.
So many covers. What's going on with 158? Oh, it's the first Hush.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the first Hush, dummy.
First Hush 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's correct.
This is for those of you that don't know that this is only part 1 of 2, and then the second part will be on a different book a year later. Blah, blah, blah,
yeah. Allegedly.
I
have no source to cite except I heard it on a podcast.
Black Canary, best of the best, #5, cover B, Joe L. Jones card stack. Boy, that's beautiful.
They have been fighting for 4 straight episodes. I hope the fight is almost over, because it's been nothing but the announcers going back and forth with Tom King, verbose dialogue, and then flashback. I mean, it's been pretty good, but it's going on too long. I want the fight to be over.
Has Joelle Jones done many covers lately? Because I haven't seen her do a lot, and that is awesome.
No, I have not seen her do much, but she's like doing like foo-foo things, like illustrations and things somewhere else.
So we like her in a return to form.
Yes.
Far down below, #1, Mad Cave Studios, Christopher Condon and Gege Shaw. Gege. How would you say that, Drew?
This is
Gage.
Gage.
There's no A in it.
Yeah. Gage. Maybe Gage. You probably got it right.
In the summer of 1983, teen friends Mike and Brian seek escape from rainy day boredom by exploring Brian's abandoned family home, a notoriously haunted house. What they find below their sleepy eastern Pennsylvania suburb will unlock the doors to adventure and danger. Feral 11. I think that's a Scream cover. I like that.
Okay.
Cover B.
Right. Free for All is a one-shot. And this is Patrick Horvath, who did Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, what I love so much.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is Patrick Horvath, and he's doing a 56-page one-shot, a brutal new vision of capitalism by combat. In the future, the World Finance League exists to benefit all, randomly choosing those from among the billionaires and trillionaires of the world and presenting them with a choice. Donate half your assets to the common good or defend them in ritual combat. I like that. Down with the rich. I like it.
That's awesome.
I love Patrick Horvath, man. I'm reading this, even though it's a one shot and it's overpriced.
That's awesome.
I'm still reading.
Still in.
I'm still in. Harley's dunking a basketball too. Oh, and the Holy Roller gets a trade. I dropped off that book, but I feel bad about it. I always liked Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler. I wonder how often people mix them up.
Okay, I like this Harley Quinn David Nakayama cover B. It's like a character select screen from a video game. That's pretty rad.
Where are we at?
Harley Quinn 49.
You're still on Harley? Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I saw something I liked and didn't fly right.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I thought.
And don't forget the Harley Quinn Fartacular, Silent but Deadly one shot, Scratch and Sniff.
Getting a second print?
I think this is the actual release. I think what we were all scuttlebutting about was the solicit.
Oh, okay.
So this is the fart smelling book.
Yeah. If it sells well, I'm just gonna be so disappointed in all of you.
I mean, you have to own it, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't want to. My comics smell of farts all by themselves. I don't need a special. You don't have to lean into it.
Just League Unlimited 5 and Nathan Zardy cover B is really nice. Kids #1, an Image one shot, $8. This is a trim size. This one shot will be perfect bound magazine trim size, 8.5 by 8 by 10.87, featuring a cardstock cover. Garth Ennis, Dalibor Taliek. Every parent thinks their kid grows up too quickly, but not like this. In one bewildering, terrifying instant, every child below the age of 1 disappears to be replaced by creatures beyond their mother's and father's understanding. What happened to the kids? Who are these deranged, hyper-violent adults who've taken their places? One horrified couple do their best to solve the nightmarish puzzle, but before they can find the answers to this they seek, they must survive the night.
I mean, Garth Ennis usually does pretty good stuff, but I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't like kids disappearing.
I'm so sorry. Limited Collector's Edition, Batman 59, Strange Cases, Facsimile Edition, Neil Adams cover. I actually have this legitimate book. It's in awful condition, but I have this.
Life is an Open Door, #1, by Mason Mendoza and Alonso Molina Gonzalez. Have you ever worked in a cramped office, looked at the exit door, and felt that urge to get up from your desk and make a break for it? Yes. This working class Dalmatian, Al, channels his animal impulses into a fun comic book short story about giving into instinct and going remote. Fun.
Maybe a little too close to home there, homie?
Maybe.
Lucky Devils #1 going to a third print with a cover A Jenny Frison cover. This is, of course, that Charles Soule Ryan Brown book.
Oh, yeah.
Good Omens meets Curse Words in this new series from the duo behind smash hit 8 Billion Genies. More Merca and Dolfo slightly porny stuff.
Money Shot gets a 0 issue for Big Bang.
We get black bagged. These are all poly, so more porny.
Yep.
Monstrous 56. Peacemaker presents The Vigilante Eagly double feature. This is the first issue.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great. I'm sure that's going to be good.
Power Girl 19.
Power Lords 3. Power Girl and Power Lords teaming up.
Standstill 8 of 8, as that Image book is finishing up, that Lee Luridge book. Superman 24. Love that David Nakayama cover B.
Yeah, that's great. I like the Guillaume March too, but you're right about that.
We're taking everyone down with us. #1, Matthew Rosenberg, Stefano Landini miniseries premiere, the explosive double-sized first issue. You had me at Matthew Rosenberg. You had me at double-sized first issue. These are things I like. After their mad scientist father is killed by the world's greatest spy, 13-year-old Annalise is left all alone in the world. Sort of. Her dead dad's robot bodyguard is following her around for some reason. Now Annalise has a choice to try to lead a normal life for the first time ever, or seek revenge and maybe overthrow the world order in the process.
What do you think about this trend? And I think Rosenberg started it. What's the furthest place from here? And now he's doing We're Taking Everyone Down with Us. These like long phrases as titles of books.
I like it.
Instead of a word or two words or something, we got these long ass sentences that are now our titles. You think it's fine?
Yep,
right.
I'm in. Bring it on.
I will allow it.
Excellent.
You'll do bad things, number one. Tyler Boss, the other half of our Four Kids Walking to a Bank team, also has a new number one, also an Image. And that's cool. That's cool. I hope it's
been
good.
10 years since the release of He Came In With a Smile, the true crime smash hit that chronicled the brutal murders committed by the nursery rhyme killer. But in the decade since its release, its author Seth Holmes hasn't produced another title. He wants to write a story with a happy ending, but every time his fingers click-clack across the keyboard, it always ends in his character dying. Worse yet, these tales of blood and barbarity that flow so freely from Seth's mind are starting to happen in real life.
Man.
That ends our lunar distribution items. Let's head on over to our good friends at Titan Comics, where we'll peruse a little bit of Conan, a little bit of Free Comic Book Day, Conan the Barbarian, a little bit of this Hate Seeker Gun Honey Combustion titles, Solomon Kane's Serpent Ring number 1.
Okay. All right. I'm not excited about that, but all right.
We don't have cover A or B. We just have C, D, E, and F, G, and H. So I'm assuming this was already solicited.
Yeah. The webmaster at Previews is on a lot of monster and indie.
He's only being
right
paid
now.
minimum wage at the moment, so he's not. He's phoning it in.
Are they even getting paid anymore? So Fantastic 430.
Yeah.
One World Under Doom tie-in. This will be great.
Incredible Hulk 23 Peach Momoko variant. That's one of the better covers of hers I've seen in a while. I like it.
You like all her.
You shut up. I'm allowed to like things. One World Under Doom number 1, second print, Ben Harvey variant. So we're more than likely going to have a One World Under Doom number 1, second print, 1 in 25. I'm guessing it'll be great.
Yeah, probably. Star Wars Legends Old Republic Omnibus.
Ooh, $150, but maybe well spent.
Yeah. Kind of a light week for Marvel, though. Yeah. Overall.
Dynamite Darkwing Duck number 1, cover IJH. Something's going on here. This previews is falling apart.
It is. Herculoids number 1. Al, did you tell me you knew what Herculoids was as a kid?
No.
I didn't either.
I'm big on Herculoids or Silverhawks, which we've seen before. So these are just subsequent covers, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. Those are the premium covers. Not much left at the old Image. We got some work to do, Kyle. We've got to find a Skype replacement, and we got to find a previews replacement.
Yeah. Don't they know we like things to stay the same? We don't like change.
We don't like change, no. Look at all this crossed stuff they're clearing out, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossed Naruto number 3. I missed that.
50 Shades set. What does that even mean? Like 50 Shades of Gray? Like in black and white? Is that what that means?
I don't know. Dude, this week sucks.
This week does not suck.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the point of the podcast where I ask for your pick of the week. What's your one book to make sure you snag up in all the different places you find books and keep knowing that it will.
There's tons of stuff in Lunar. I mean, there's so many choices. Like, You'll Do Bad Things. We're taking everyone down with us. What was the other stuff I found I loved? Tons of it.
Yeah.
Tons of it.
There was good stuff in Lunar. There was nothing in previews.
You're right. Yeah, previews was.
Which makes me think previews isn't showing us all the things, and we're missing things. Why are we missing things? I don't want to be missing things.
We shouldn't miss things. Was my turn to pick? You're saying?
It's always your turn to pick, Drew. I always defer to you.
I am the older brother.
Yeah.
As it should be. Okay, so do I go with the older brother, Matthew Rosenberg, or the younger brother, Tyler Boss? I think that's the question. Which one of these?
I'm going to go ahead and we're taking everyone down with us, number 1 from Image Comics. So what do you want, Drew?
Well, I guess I'll take the younger brother, Tyler Boss. You'll Do Bad Things. And that'll be a good one, too, for us. I think that's...
Absolutely.
I think that's a good... That makes a lot of sense. So we will... I like it. We'll do those two. I will run out of characters when I post it on social media because their damn titles are too long. But
you paid by the word there, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
We want to thank you so much for tagging along with Drew and myself as we head through all the shenanigans happening with all the Lunars and all the what's left of previews as we continue to go through these things. We thank you so much for all the love and support. Can't wait to see what new theme song Drew tosses on this episode. Been really digging all the different genres and stuff, so that's been a cool little Easter egg as the different themes we've been getting. If you want more from this and if you want to sponsor Drew's musical dreams, head on over to patreon.com, find comics for fun profit, toss a couple bucks our way, buy him a new set of guitar strings and all the things that are required for these things. We thank you so much for Drew and for myself. See you.
Yo, you looking for the latest in the comic book game? Colin Drew got the knowledge, remember the name. Almost 1,000 episodes, yeah, they put in the time. Dropping previews, reviews, interviews, so prime. From the classics to the fresh new heat, they break it all down, got the fans on their feet. Talking key issues, big trades, new stacks. If you're a comic book fiend, they got your back. Comics for fun and profit, let's go. Dropping mad knowledge on the comic book flow. From the golden age gems to the latest hot picks, Colin Drew got the tricks for your weekly fix. Wanna stack up your books, make that money flip, or just read cause you love it, they got all the tips. Talking indie, Marvel, DC too, every pull list game, they run it for you. Collectors, creators, investors unite, they keep you informed so you're always tight. From the con floor scoop to the variant chase, C4 Fab keeps you laced with the latest and greats. Whether you're bagging and boarding or reading at night, Colin Drew keep the content tight. Press play, tune in, get lost in the hype. This the comic book podcast that's doing it right. Comics for fun and profit, let's go. Dropping mad knowledge on the comic book flow. From the golden age gems to the latest hot picks, Colin Drew got the tricks for your weekly fix. So hit that subscribe, don't miss the show. Whether you're new or a vet, let the knowledge grow. For the passion, for the fun, for the profit too. Hey yo, Colin Drew, this one's for you.